Raw opened up with Obafemi. The fans loved him. Oba is in the finals against Jey Uso, which realistically, unless the Brock Lesnar doesn't screw him, he should win. Tired. I know, baby. And then Femi said that the fans in London were wonderful, and yeah, they kept chanting his name. And he mentioned Brock Lesnar again. Oh crap. Now, Femi tried to move on by saying he's been backed by Destiny since he was born, and that Destiny led him to WWE and to slay the beast. And then Femi said that the weekend at Night of Champions, Destiny will take place to new heights, and he will become the king of the ring. And he will choose a champion of his choosing. And then Jey Uso comes in and does his normal shtick. And then Jay said he's going to wear the crown to become the king of the ring. Jay said he's going to take the WWE Championship away from Cody. And Jay told Oba that this is his warning shot. Femi said he's assuming that at Night of Champions, Jay is shooting for real. Femi told Jay not to miss because if he does, Femi will destroy him. Femi said he'll still destroy him. And Femi said that Jay is not the family he's worried about and told Jay to give the bolus to his cousin as a reference to Roman Reigns. Ooh. So both superstars are babyface here. So there was no brawl or fight. So I don't know. Brock Lesnar could show up and interfere, or he might not. Guess we'll have to wait and see. You get to watch a wall review while watching gameplay. Then the first match of the night was Brie Bella and Paige versus Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, and I thought Bayley and Lyra were going to get the tag team titles, but that was not the case. This match went 10 minutes. It was a good match, and then afterwards, Bayley was furious in the ring while Lyra was down in the ring. And then Bayley picked up Lyra and hugged her, and I thought that Bayley was going to turn on Lyra, but it was the other way around. Lyra and Bayley. Lyra sent Bayley throat first into the middle turnbuckle. Lyra unloaded on Bayley with punches. Lyra sent Bayley throat first into the ropes again. Lyra punched Bayley some more, and there were WWE officials in the ring. And yeah, so I guess Lyra Valkyria is heel, and I don't think she's ever been heel before. Mm-hmm. Digging yourself into the grave, buddy. Better stop right now. Oh. Alright. So, my thoughts on Lyra Valkyria turning heel. Um, this would be her first heel run. Lyra Valkyria has a baby face to her, so I don't know how it will work with her being as a heel, but I guess we'll see. They did the double switch because everybody thought Bayley was gonna. I just things wrapping up. Probably be a couple of days. Alright, and yeah, so it'll be interesting to see her heel run. This will be her first heel run ever. I don't think anybody was expecting this. So I thought Bayley was going to turn, but Lyra Valkyria turned heel, and I don't know what I make of it. I like Lyra as a face, so I'll see what she'll do as a heel. Because when she was in NXT, she was a complete babyface the whole run. And then Lyra Valkyria was backstage. Jackie Redmond trying to talk to her, but Lyra said nothing and kept on walking. Now, the Chad Gable segment. So Chad Gable made his entrance, and his 1980s theme song played, and Gable spoke of how he had a hell of a month after losing his mask, and he lost his self-respect and reputation and dignity and some friends. So he wanted to try to make some wrongs right. So he called out the Alpha Academy, that's his former stable, and yeah, he tried apologizing to his stable, to like Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine. And enjoy the summer. The summer. And yeah, and then he addressed everybody, but then Maxine says she used to believe everything he said, and everything about Gable's a lie, and Dupree went on to say that that she knows Otis and Tozawa want to give him a second chance, but Dupree doesn't want to, and Dupree said that when she achieved his dream of being a champion, They didn't need him back then, and they don't need him now. So it was a dramatic segment, and it looked like Otis wanted to like shake hands with Chad Gable, but Maxine Dupree got in the way, and then as they were all leaving, it looked like Otis wanted to like shake hands, but he left with his group, and yeah, so we'll see where this is going to lead to. Is Otis gonna with you? I miss you. So yeah, and they're both seems to be baby faces, and yeah. The next match was Ethan Page versus Dragon Lee. This match went 10 minutes with Ethan Page getting the win. Rusev was interviewed. He said he loved Ethan Page beating Dragon Lee, but nobody was there to ruin the match. And then Zaxxon mentioned Rusev losing to Chad Gable. Rusev complained about the fans supporting people like Rey Mysterio, who isn't even a good father. He trashed Gable to become a fake person and pretended to be a Mexican. This was, yeah. And then there was a video package for Sol Ruca, and then Io Sky got an interview, and then Liv Morgan interrupted, saying that, basically saying that she's going to be the queen of the ring and beat Sky's best friend, Rhea Ripley, and take her title again. It's like, and there was some physicality, because it would be a heel versus face, and there was rumors that Liv Morgan got injured, which I doubt. Yeah, which I'm not sure if that's actually true or not. I miss it. I miss it. I told my coworker. Back with you, and he said, and then, yeah. And then there was Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight. This match went 13 minutes with LA Knight getting the win. Just going to do this quickly. And Danhausen. And then Danhausen had a segment where he was approached by Dominic and JD, who claimed that they had given Danhausen $100,000 last week, and Danhausen said he spent it. And then Dominic claimed that JD was unkissable. As Danhausen cursed him, and JD touched some object that was lighting up in the room, and they acted like he was electrocuted. And then Bayley was showing where Jackie Redmond was putting ice on her neck. Bayley said she had nothing to say. And Raquel and Roxanne was talking backstage. Was frustrated about losing, and Perez said that last week Liv beat Charlotte Flair. Dominic and JD walked in with JD being electrocuted. Liv complained about what Io Sky did. So she did out there, and Liv said she wanted Raquel to go after the women's IC title. And Perez wondered what about her, and before Liv could think of something, they let They let to go take care of JD. I think Roxanne's going to turn on the group. Actually, what better way to do it would be for her to turn, would be to cost Liv Morgan the Queen of the Ring. And Roxanne's going to be huge once she turns babyface and get out of that group. She was a good singles competitor in NXT, so. And then there was an interview by Seth Rollins. He doesn't know if he'd be sitting here with the Street Profits. Rollins said now he's one win away at Night of Champions and putting the vision behind him. Graves mentioned Rollins will be facing Braun Breaker in a steel cage match at Night of Champions, and he knows the risks and the wrongs that could go out in that match. And you have to find your way out of the problem. And then Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio were interviewed by Brian Saxon. Rey said that Ethan is good at cheating to win, so Rey said he'll step up to teach Paige to respect Lucha Libre. And Chad Gable was talking to Adam Pearce. Gable said he was talking to Penta, and that Dominic showed up at the Judgment Day. With the Judgment Day, Dominic said that Gable doesn't deserve anything. Dom said he is the king of the luchadors, so Gable disrespected him worst of all. Gable said that Dom sent him to Mexico in the first place. And yeah. And then it was the main event. It was Braun Breaker, Austin Theory with Logan Paul versus the Street Profits. There was no Paul Heyman on the show. This match went 20 minutes. So there was near the end of the match, Logan Paul had the brass knuckles, and Austin Theory went to go use it. And then yeah, so there's a lot that went on. So Dawkins countered Bronze by shoving him to the ring post. Logan Paul was back with the brass knuckles, so Joe Henry's music hit, and Joe was on the apron. Joe chased Paul from the ringside area. Seth Rollins' music hit, while Breaker left the ring on the other side. Rollins had the brass knuckles and punched Theory with the brass knuckles. So Braun was waiting for Seth Rollins by the entrance, but Seth Rollins came through the crowd. And then once Braun realized that, he jumped the railing and ran after Rollins. And then Dawkins hit the anointment, and Floyd hit the from the heavens frog splash to win the tag team championships. So the Street Profits are once again the WWE Tag Team Champions. And hopefully they do something with those titles. And yeah, that was Raw. So I thought the Lyra Valkyria turning heel was kind of interesting. She's never been. She has a babyface look. So so Lyra Valkyria has the babyface look to her. I think they should change her appearance. I think they should change Lyra Valkyria's appearance and change her like whole gimmick and her style to show that her heel persona, and then to show that there is no more that like Bayley held her down. Yeah, like Bayley held her down, and now she's ready to prove herself as a singles competitor. So I think they could actually do a really good job at making her a heel. They could build her up as a good heel, beating Bayley. And then I don't know where Bayley's contract hits, if she's going to be leaving, but yeah, but like if Bayley Yeah, if they can build Lyra Valkyria up to be a good heel, she can be a solid contender to face Sol Ruka for the IC title. But yeah, but that would be a good strategy for them to do is to change Lyra Valkyria's look since she's now a heel. Because I don't know, in my opinion, she has a babyface look. So if they like completely change her whole appearance, her whole gimmick, it'll make her real heel run like iconic. And I like Lyra Valkyria. I want to see her succeed. So, but regardless, I'm interested to see how she's going to do as a heel. I don't think it was a bad move. It's a different move. I mean, it was unpredictable because everybody thought Bayley was going to turn. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. And then yeah, and then for the Oba and Jey Uso one, I say like I mean, Oba family can win. I mean, Oba family could get screwed by Brock Lesnar, which would mean Jey Uso win. And if Jey Uso wins, then I could see Gunther taking the title off of Cody. Because I don't know if they'll do babyface or it's a babyface. But yeah, some of the keynotes was Bayley turning on Lyra. I mean, Lyra turning on Bayley. Because nobody saw that coming.